Think about yourself when you are a parent, whether that's now, 5 years from now, or 10 years from now. One of the most important decisions you're going to have to make for your child is where they're going to go to school. In order to make this decision, you must be fully informed about all your options. The Montessori Weaver School website, which is actually here in Murfreesboro, tells us a little bit more about Maria Montessori, who first came up with the Montessori theory in the early 1900s. The Montessori theory was first invented to help children be in charge of their learning and become much more independent. By the end of this speech, I hope that you know and understand just a little bit more about the Montessori theory. After extensive research and seeing what a Montessori classroom looks like, I am able to inform you on what a day in a Montessori classroom may look like. The 3 characteristics that make up the Montessori school are properly trained teachers, the use of Montessori materials, and a student-centered classroom. Now that I've told you a little bit about the Montessori school, I will expand on the idea of properly trained teachers. In order to work at a Montessori school, you must take classes and be certified in Montessori. The American Montessori Society website says that this is because they understand the goals and they are able to fill the expectations of a Montessori teacher. A Montessori teacher understands that they are there to be more of a guide rather than a general education classroom teacher where you don't have a lesson plan, you just watch the students and observe them and make sure that they are doing what they should be. Properly trained teachers are important, as well as the use of Montessori materials. The International Montessori Index website explains that the use of Montessori materials and how they differ. Montessori materials are much more hands-on, and every material has a purpose. When you walk into a Montessori classroom, you will see that everything in the classroom is used to help the children grow and be in charge of their learning. Finally, student-centered lessons are a key factor of a Montessori classroom. A student-centered classroom is explained on the Prana Montessori website as when letting the students be in charge of their learning, and this will also help the children to be much more motivated. When a child is in charge of their learning, they are able to go at their own pace, and they are going to be much more excited to go to school and to continue growing in their academics. Altogether, properly trained teachers, the use of Montessori materials, and student-centered work are the 3 main components that make up a Montessori classroom. Now think again back to the beginning when I asked you about where you were going to send your kids to school. Now that I've told you about the Montessori school, do you think that you're going to be able to make a more informed decision? Do you think that you know more about the Montessori school? In summary, properly trained teachers, the use of Montessori materials, and student-centered work is what makes a Montessori classroom different from a general education classroom.